self-serving, persuasive talkers
of everything and nothing.
We are Conversation Con Artists.
What's going on, people? It's your boy, Mr. On Point, and I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
And I'm Calamity Red.
And we are Conversation Con Artists, back for another fantastic episode. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. MISTER_on point.
And I can be found at Red_Calamity. Also, we are still doing the listener letter portion of the show. So if you have a question you would like for us to answer on the show, you can send it to our Gmail account, which is conversationconartists@gmail.com. Or you can find us on Facebook, Conversation Con Artists, and send it to us that way. And we have 2 things from Colin.
Yes, we does.
Love Colin. Hey,
what's up,
Colin?
So let's get into this 178.
Are we going to go one by one, or are you going to read the whole thing? So I won't interrupt.
Let me read the whole thing.
Okay. Well, let me get it out because I'm not going to remember what you said.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Hey, y'all, I'm back. Episode 178. We in the building. Equipment. Y'all need a Blue Yeti? I'll send mine tomorrow to borrow for now. Walmart grocery. That's what's up. I used to do Peapod in New York City. That porcelain makeup stuff is some BS though. Allergies and pollen. Got them. Try Claritin or Allertech at Costco. And speaking of Costco, the brand is Kirkland Signature because Costco is headquartered in Kirkland, Washington, about 10 minutes from my house. Costco is also what's up. I got this dope underwear recently. 32 cool. Jamaican. Laugh out loud. Hair doesn't make sense to me. My ex was black and she had pretty natural hair but kept putting fake shit in it. My girl now is white and she thinks it's really nice that I like her hair wavy when it's not straightened. Lesson, men are some trash. Weed, laugh out loud. The question is hilarious as it's legal here in Washington. Cardi B, leave her alone and let her die out, people. Video games and streaming. I'm trying to get in on that On Point gaming stream. Holler at your boy. Spring and summer. How do you feel about warm weather ahead? I hate humidity. Vacations. When the last time you took a vacation? Was it good? I have a vacation story for next time I'm on the podcast. And scheduling a return. Let's start looking at recording times. I want to come back. Warmest regards, Colin.
Okay.
Yeah. So first off, we definitely got to get you back.
Yay.
I'm going to get with you on Messenger and we'll come up with some times that we can do that again. That was definitely great.
Walmart grocery. So yeah, the porcelain shit was insane. And it was just so very random because again, that's like on the complete other side of the spectrum. So like if they were gonna give me a replacement, it could have had something with some color in it. Porcelain is white, ghost white. Wasn't gonna work. Didn't understand it. So I don't know.
And the biggest lesson from that story is do not buy great value from Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's called great value. I mean, a person with a shirt on that says amazing person, you already like, you ain't that fucking great. You ain't. And that's what happens when I look at great values. Like, you ain't great, bitch. How dare you fucking say that about yourself? Let me be the judge. You don't taste like shit. So that's a lie.
Oh my God. Allergies and pollen, man, listen. And that goes into your warm weather question. I hate spring because of the pollen and shit. Like, it's beautiful. I like hiking. So, like, spring is when I can, like, get back outside and take my insane hound dog out and let him run around. But it also means that I have to, like, dope myself up a lot in order to go outside and not be fucking miserable. So, I love spring because it's beautiful and the weather's nice. I hate summer. But Alabama, spring and summer, I mean, spring, we get about 3 weeks of spring and then it's just hot as fuck. So, and humidity in my hair don't work. So, I hate it. I hate it.
I like that middle weather. Now, I don't like the weather where you wake up and it's cold as shit and you got to take your jacket off by lunchtime.
And put that bitch back on before you go home.
Exactly. I don't like that so much.
Yeah.
I like the cold traditionally, but when it turns into that transition from winter to spring, I like that little transition and I like early spring. Mm-hmm. But when it starts getting really hot, I got to run my air conditioner and my fan 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Because I am a sweating ass person. I sweat a lot. And when I go outside, and it ain't the biggest because I don't spend a lot of time outside. I spend a lot of time inside. So going outside is really just me getting to my car. But sitting in a car that is hot and been sitting under the sun,
yeah, bro.
I get in that bitch and I'm like, I am finna catch on fire.
Yes.
I'm gonna catch on fire, and they not gonna know how I died because this shit don't happen to people. It's like I'm gonna be the first person that got in a hot car and got set on fire, but my car gonna explode and nobody gonna know what the fuck happened.
Spontaneous combustion.
Exactly. They're not gonna know that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, since I gained the weight, I do get a little hot easier. I'm still cold nature. I still have jackets everywhere. I keep a jacket in my car because I'm cold nature, but I do get hot a little bit more than I did before. And that just make it even worse. And like for anybody who don't live in the South, like that humid hot is a different kind of hot. Like if you out in Arizona where it's like a dry heat, it's a different kind of hot. It's like being inside a wet sponge. Some days it's gross. It's the worst feeling.
It's like being in a pot that's cooking and all of the water is evaporating up, so that humidity just like it's extra hot. Steam cook shit. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
So like,
You can
especially when
steam vegetables.
it rains and you walk outside
nigga.
and you can just see the shit rising up off the ground,
Cause
cooking your ass.
Because the pavement was hot, then the rain came down, and now it is. Yeah, it's a
And now
sauna.
I'm cooking, and I'm certain that I would be delicious if I were to be cooked and eaten. Meat wouldn't be tender. You have to do low and slow for me. I mean, I got some fat on me, but I got muscle too. I'll be a ribeye. I'm the ribeye of people.
God.
Lean people are the filet mignon of people. Fat people are the prime rib before the cut.
If you're in between.
If you're in New York strip, New York strip got like mostly lean meat on one side and then this little layer of fat on the outside.
I'm a New York strip then. I would be a New York strip. Oh my God.
Kids is sirloin. All children. Even fat ones.
The Jamaican, oh my God. So when I was headed over here, he washes, okay, he has a white, is it an Altima? Maxima. You would think he has a BMW. He is outside washing this fucking car all the time. And keep in mind, the car is white. It's spring in Alabama. Everything is yellow. It's just yellow. So he literally has to wash his car like daily to keep that shit white, and he does. So he was outside washing his car. So I just kind of like, he had his back to me. So I just like quietly went to my car and didn't make no sudden movement, so he didn't see me.
Some people have car washing standards though.
I mean, I guess.
Like, my car washing standards don't exist.
I mean,
I haven't washed my car in I don't know how long. It's been years.
I wash my car, but for me, it's pointless to wash it, to spend money to wash it when it's just going to be yellow again in a matter of hours because there's so much fucking pollen outside. Like, spring, it just don't make no sense. Like, I clean my windshield so I can see, but my car yellow. It's black, but it's yellow right now, and that bitch going to stay yellow until some of this shit stop floating around because it's pointless to me. This shit gonna get right back to being yellow. So, and quickly right back to being yellow. So I just don't see the point. So I don't wash my car in the spring. I do when it can stay clean a while. I like to get my money's worth out of shit. Okay, if I can't get my money's worth, I'm not gonna do it. And if it's gonna be yellow in a couple of hours, that ain't worth it to me. I don't remember what we said about weed. Was that the conversation about crack?
I asked a legal question about weed.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it was though.
Fuck Cardi B. Don't care.
Yeah, man.
I you know what? I think that she will eventually die out, but I don't know how. It's not gonna be
I don't think
soon.
so.
I think she will, but I don't think it's gonna be no time soon.
It's just too many people that want to work for her. Too many people that's gonna be writing for her. I mean, her personality is one that keeps her in the forefront. I mean, she do get out there talking about political and cultural issues every now and then.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think she gonna be out here for a while, man.
That makes me sad. I don't want her to be.
It's okay.
I don't remember. Oh, well, vacation. Last time I took a vacation, my family goes to Gatlinburg every Thanksgiving, and we stay. We usually just get a hotel room. I think this year we might try to get a cabin, but we hang out on the strip. And we actually last year got stuck. I think I talked about this when it happened. We got stuck in one of the fuck are those things called? It takes you like up the mountain, and you're like it's like a ski lift, but it's not a ski lift, just a lift, I guess. Sky lift. We got on the sky lift and got stuck, and it was cold. That wasn't fun, but that was the last time I took a vacation. I want to go to the beach. I really, 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 really want to go to the beach. I don't know that that's gonna happen, but I like the beach. So, but the last vacation I had was to Gatlinburg, and that was in November.
I don't want so much call this a vacation as a trip, but I went to Nashville. I definitely did chill. The Airbnb that I was in was nice. In terms of, it just had artwork from corner to corner, wall to wall. I would think that the homeowner was probably an artist and probably had been gathering his own art for some time, and it was all pretty cool.
That's neat.
Just traveling around the city. I had absolutely no reason to be in Nashville. I was with somebody who was going to a conference.
Oh, okay.
So I had no reason to be in Nashville. So I was just riding around looking for pawn shops, which is what I do, and going to the mall looking for clothes on sale and on clearance. But Nashville was a really, really nice city for some reason. Everybody was just nice. Everybody was talking to me and speaking. And
I haven't been to Nashville in a while. I've only been like twice, but it's been a long time.
And I didn't know Athens. I didn't know that Nashville was referred to as Little Athens. Apparently, they have a life-size replica of the Parthenon.
Oh, that's cool. Because Greece is on my list.
At a place called Continental or Centennial Park there. And a dude told me you need to go see that. It's a sight to see.
Greece is on my list. Greece and Italy are the places that I would like to go visit. Like, I don't want to go to London and to like Greece. The cliche.
The only thing I give a fuck about Greece is my damn chicken and fried deliciousness going into it.
Well, you could get some Greek food.
Greek food? I don't even buy Greek food from around here.
You go to Tzatziki's. That's Mediterranean.
I mean, they have a Greek salad, but I don't even know what hell make it Greek. Is it because they put feta cheese in it?
Pretty much. Isn't there a dressing that goes with it?
Is there a dressing? I have no idea.
I eat Greek salad. I can't remember, though.
You eat Greek salad and don't even know what the hell make it Greek?
I like it.
Talking about going to Greece.
I like how it tastes. I don't have to know why it's Greek. It's good. That's all I know. I think that was it for that. But he had another one. He sent another email. I think we covered everything.
We did.
So then he had another one.
All right. Let me see. A joke. This is a joke. A long joke. So I'm going to read it. A U.S. Navy cruiser anchored in Mississippi for a week's shore leave. The first evening, the ship's captain received the following note from the wife of a very wealthy and influential plantation owner. Dear Captain, Thursday will be my daughter's debutante ball. I would like you to send 3 well-mannered, handsome, unmarried officers in their formal dress uniforms to attend the dance. They should arrive promptly at 8 p.m. prepared for an evening of polite Southern conversation. They should be excellent dancers, and they will be the escorts of lovely, refined young ladies. One last point, no Jews, please.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sending a written message, the captain replied, Madam, thank you for your invitation. In order to present the widest possible knowledge base for polite conversation, I'm sending 3 of my best and most prized officers. One is a lieutenant commander and a graduate of Annapolis with an additional master's degree from MIT in fluid technologies and ship design. The second is a lieutenant, one of our helicopter pilots, and a graduate of Northwestern University in Chicago with a BS in aeronautical engineering. His master's degree and PhD in autonautical and mechanical engineering are from Texas Tech University, and he's also an astronaut candidate. Finally, the third officer, also a lieutenant commander, is our ship's doctor. with an undergraduate degree from the University of Georgia, and his medical degree is from the University of North Carolina. We're proud of him, as he is also a senior fellow in trauma surgery at Bethesda. Upon receiving this letter, the mother was quite excited and looked forward to Thursday with pleasure. Her daughter would be escorted by 3 handsome naval officers, and the other women in her social circle would be insanely jealous. At precisely 8 p.m. on Thursday, Melinda's mother heard a polite rap at the door, which she opened to find, in full uniform, 3 very handsome, smiling black officers. Her mouth fell open, but pulling herself together, she stammered, "There must be some mistake." "No, ma'am," she said. "No, ma'am," said the first officer. "Captain Goldberg never makes mistakes."
I like Captain Gold. That was she said no Jews. She didn't say no blacks.
Exactly. Damn.
That is fucking hilarious.
And the Jewish person set it all up. Got him. But you know, that is a funny joke, but like, he knew sending 3 black people there would be problematic. So he threw some niggas under the bus though.
He might have like told them like, "Hey, I'm sending y'all to this crazy white lady. She told me no Jews. Y'all know I'm Jewish, so I'm gonna do." Like, I feel like, because they were like, "No, ma'am, Captain Goldberg never makes a mistake." I feel like he probably told them, and they was down with it because they was probably like, "Fuck her." I would have been with it. I'd have been like, "Yeah, I'll go."
You know, I really kind of just got into name origins and stuff. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the times when I hear names, I can be like, that's a Jewish origin name, or that name is Lebanese, or different things. Like, I'm just now getting to that point. This joke hinges upon knowing that Goldberg is a Jewish name.
Yes. If
you don't know that,
well,
you fucked up.
No, you would still think it was funny just because she said no Jews and they sent a black people when she was expecting white people. So even if you didn't know,
you wouldn't know the motivation.
I mean, he could have just been somebody that was pissed off that she would say that shit. Like, I'm not Jewish, but if somebody called me and said that shit, I'd be offended for Jewish people. Like, bitch.
It's a funny joke, though. It's a good setup.
It is a good setup. Before we leave this part, because this won't fit anywhere else. So, somebody asked me to talk about this on the show. So, you know, I got this new phone. Right. I got the Google Pixel 3. Okay. And it has a feature that I don't think any other phone has. It's something that Google is doing. It's called call screen. So basically, when somebody calls you, if you don't know who it is, or even if you do know who it is, you have an option to like ignore the call, answer the call, or call screen. So call screen, when you hit call screen, a voice, it's like an answer machine, but not. Like, a voice comes up and say, "Hey, you know, person who you called ain't available, but, you know, they would like to know what you want," basically. So then you say whatever it is you want, and in real time it transcribes what that person is saying, and you can respond back to it. So like, if you're in a meeting, like where this would come in handy for me is that my mother is crazy, okay? And my mother calls me and I don't answer. She don't say maybe she's busy because she's a whole grown ass adult and maybe she got some shit going on. She says somebody's murdered her. Let me keep calling the phone. So for me, if I'm like in a meeting or some shit, I can do this and not have to actually pick the phone up and still be able to interact with her. The thing is though, I've done this with like, it's supposed to be for spam calls, but you can, you know, obviously use it for anything, but don't know about, it's like people think it's the voicemail, so they just don't say nothing. Like, it does say that this person is using a service from Google to screen their calls. It says that, but I don't think people realize what that means, and they just assume it's your voicemail. So the same way they would just hang up if you got voicemail regularly, they just hang the phone up. So I have yet to have somebody other than like y'all niggas when I was like testing it out. But the transcription is perfect, because when I called you or no, when I told you to call me, you was like, "You told me to call you, nigga." It put nigga. It just had the little stars instead of like, it had N and a bunch of stars, so I knew what it was. But I just think it's a cool feature. I don't know if they're gonna expand on it or not. Because right now you only have like certain responses that you can't just type shit in there. Like it's certain responses you can make, and then but you do have a choice to pick the phone up. So like if you think it's a spam call and it's actually like a cousin that then got a new phone number or some shit, and you realize that you can pick it up at any point during the back and forth with the transcription. So I just thought that was a cool little feature. I was on the fence between the S10, which you have, and this phone, and I just really wanted to try a Google phone. So the people in Verizon kept trying to get me to get the S10 though, because the selling point she gave me for the S10 was that you can use it as a charger, but that won't help me because usually the thing I need to charge is my fucking phone. So I guess if you're with somebody else whose phone is going to die, if they have like the wireless charging capability on their phone, you can charge their phone with your phone. But that I didn't see me using that like practical use for it. So
I have crazy dreams.
Yes.
The other day I had a dream. This ain't what I was going to talk about, but I had a dream that Trump was living with my family in my childhood home growing up. And for some reason, he wouldn't use a toilet. He would only shit in a bucket that people would have to clean. That's not what I'm here to talk about, though, but I had that dream. It's fucking vivid.
Okay.
Like there was a bucket full of shit just in the bathroom next to the toilet. I don't know. But what I wanted to talk about was my dreams, I feel like, have leveled up. And to me, that's in a positive way, because I told you about the dream that I had where me and Mark Lamont Hill was a supernatural crime fighting duo.
Yes.
And
what was the name of the?
Hold My Nuts for My Halo.
Hold My Nuts for My Halo. That's right. Yes.
And I mean that's literally because we were recording the TV show, so we'll be watching takes of it behind the scenes after we did the recording. It like wasn't I was just in a show. It was we were doing the show, and then it would be like cut at the end, and we would leave the studio. So we would see it playing, and before the show came on, boom, on the screen, Hold My Nuts for My Halo. Don't know why that was the name of it, but that was the name of it.
Oh my God.
I had another dream recently. So that, my dreams leveling up means I can see and remember words from my dream. So the last dream I had that was of some kind of value in that regard is, for some reason, I was in this line, in this room with a bunch of people who were comedians, and we were supposed to be writing jokes to perform in some of somebody that was going to determine if we get a career or not. And I don't write jokes, but in that dream, I had to write a joke. And I wrote a whole ass joke in my dream. And I woke up and remembered it and rewrote it. Now, I don't know the format of jokes, and I would never perform it because I don't know how to tell jokes. But you know what? I think I'm going to read it.
Now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to read my joke, okay? Now, and that just was Colin sent the joke, so it made me think joke. So, you know what? Whatever. Don't use this because I'm going to give it to my brother for him to use because I read it to him if he wants to. But I wrote this whole thing in my dream and just woke up and rewrote it.
That's so weird.
It's odd. It's
It is.
odd. I had, like, what the fuck subconscious desires am I playing out in my dream that I'm doing it and then I wake up and I remember it?
I don't know.
Like, does a part of me want to be a comedian? I have no idea. I'm funny, but I'm only conversation funny. Like, I'm not write a joke and perform it and strategize how to be funny. That's what comedians do. Dave Chappelle's of the world do. I can't do that. But this is the joke. Or I don't want to say joke like it's like the one that Colin had. It's just the whole setup. So
okay,
performing it would be different than reading it, but I'm gonna read it. I have a friend that's a psychopath. Well, let me be more clear. He's a functional psychopath. I know you probably think the psychopaths are all just serial murderers, but nope. Some are just people who do regular things, but the way a psychopath would do it. And you got to understand, when I'm around him, I have to ask questions because I don't have a psychopathic mind. First off, he eats cereal for dessert. The way he puts it, he likes to eat his food in reverse, starting with dessert and ending with cereal. And I'm like, See, you've definitely thought about retracing your steps, probably to find traces of evidence that you've left from murder. See, that's what makes sense to me, that you've thought about murdering before, and you don't want to get caught, so you practice how you would get away with it, but with food. Then he puts his milk in before the cereal. I never seen anybody do that before. Him, I'm like, come on, man. What reason could you possibly have for putting the cereal in the bowl first, or the milk in the bowl first? He said, when you pour milk over all the cereal, you lose your crunch. If you pour the milk first, you could choose which cereal you push down in the milk next. And so he's definitely thought about drowning people by submerging them in water. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that makes sense to me in my normal brain because I don't eat like that. So that's the joke. I don't know. I'm not claiming it to be a good joke, but it's just right now, it's just fascinating to me that I'm doing things while I'm asleep, and I wake up and they're so vivid that I remember words, because all I had was a pen and a pad, and I wrote that shit down in my dream on the pad, and I woke up and this is what it was.
That is insane. I can't remember shit. Like sometimes I remember like bits and pieces of a dream, nothing that detailed.
But I like my dream. Like I like my dream. I've always liked my dreams. They cool. I'm sorry if you have night terrors. I'm sorry if you have like just creepy ass dreams that you want to wake up from. But I enjoy 90% of my dreams. Like I have 10% of dreams that are just that I don't like, you know, and like 5% of them are recurring dreams that I've been having since I was a kid.
I don't ever remember my
And them
dreams.
shits is interesting.
This is not related. Have you had the boneless wings from Jack's yet?
Boneless wings? No,
They're pretty good.
they boneless wings.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's the difference between the boneless wings they got and them liberty ass new chicken tenders they got?
They're smaller than the chicken tenders.
See, that's disrespectful.
But
if they smaller than the chicken tenders, fuck Jack's.
But they're the size of regular boneless pieces of meat. Like, and they have 3 different sauces, but only one of them is, because I don't like sweet chicken, so I only get the regular buffalo. It's pretty good. I can't talk about the other sauces because they're like, I can't remember what they are, but they have sweet stuff in it, and I don't like that, so I haven't even tried those.
Don't know if I'll do it ever.
They're pretty. I mean, only reason I did it is because you get them in the fries for $4.99, and I saw that and I was like, oh, let me try these.
If you notice, in the past I've talked about how much I adore Jack's and how delicious they are. The last thing I told y'all about Jack's is they gave me a fuck ass heart-shaped biscuit that was missing a whole ounce of fucking biscuit. Okay? Didn't like that. But now, the first thing they changed was their burger recipe.
Have I had a burger from there? Oh, I have. Yeah, I have.
Didn't like it. Don't like the new burgers. They just not as good as the old burgers. Then, I don't even know if they still using that orange salt on their fries like Milo's do. I think they done got rid of the salt.
No, they do. They just don't put a lot of it on there.
No, put what you used to put on that. Because now they don't taste the same.
Milo says that?
Yeah, they do. And Milo's is probably dangerous because when I saw that woman scooping that thing at Milo's, it wasn't nothing but caked up orange on the back of it. I was like, that's that good salt.
It's not like American Deli just put Lowry's on theirs.
Yeah, they just do. They do it right in front of you too.
They put Lowry. Like, do you want some? Yeah, go ahead. Put it on there.
And then what happened was they economized on the chicken fingers. They half the size that they used to be, and fucking cost more. What the fuck kind of dummy you think I am? I'm not a dummy. If I was, I would have a hole in my back, and you could stick your hand up in it, and you could turn it, and you can use it to talk with my face. But you know what? I don't. My back is whole.
Oh, Jesus.
And you not finna play me like a sucker, Jax. So fuck them wings. I'm gonna try them, but fuck them.
You'll probably like the other sauces. I mean, I can't even remember what they are, but I know they have sweet in it, so
Jax
I didn't
is
get it.
disrespectful, man. I gotta make myself eat Jax these days. It used to be a pleasure. Now it's like fucking Subway or Jax. Like when I'm in Vincent.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll go because the last time I went to Subway, that's when I ran into the damn dude talking about some fucking.
That he's a meat eater.
He's a meat eater. He always asks for mashed potatoes. What the fuck? Boy, you don't shut the fuck up. Your short bus looking at. So that's the last time I went to Subway. So anytime I'm in Vincent now, Subway averted. I'm going to Jack's. No, just period.
Oh my god.
So,
if
whatever.
you have a question that you would like for us to answer on the show, you can send it to our Gmail account, which is conversationconartist@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook, Conversation Con Artist, and send it to us that way. We recorded last week before the news came out about Nipsey Hussle, which is why we didn't. Well, and then the whole thing with the microphone, but we didn't say anything about it because we had recorded prior to it happening. So rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. That shit was so fucked up. He was going into his own clothing store to pick up clothes for a friend that was getting out of jail, and somebody came up and shot him 6 times and killed him. They have the person in custody, and that person is being represented by OJ's lawyer. Which of course people are pissed off about that, saying that he is disrespectful for him to take on this case, and that he represented OJ. So
what I'm gonna say, he represented a murderer one
you know
fucking
what I'm saying?
time.
Like, I don't know why y'all expect
this shit right up his alley. What are you talking about?
Like, why y'all think it's gonna be different? I don't know, but okay. But so
and I have to say that the lawyerist of lawyers that exist out there, they just will do their client's bidding.
Yeah.
If you can pay, and you give me what your defense is, they gonna do it. They are supposed to represent their client's needs.
So, I don't know if you saw this. I put it in the group chat. This goes along with that. We're not friends, but there's a guy that I know that went to AUM who's a lawyer in
Yes.
Atlanta. You saw that. In Atlanta now. And he is representing this guy who ran over 2 little girls. Now, he says that he was being carjacked and he was running from the carjackers when he hit the little girls, but he hit them and left the scene. He said he left the scene because he was still in fear for his life, and so that's why he left, and that's his defense.
Wait a minute. I don't think that's what happened.
What do you mean?
I watched the video and I watched your lawyer friends talking about it. It looked like what happened is the carjacker got out and ran, because it says in the video that the dude who hit the girl stayed in the car, and somebody came out of the house with a gun on him until the police got there.
He's saying that somebody did come out of the house with a gun. He also is using that for why he left the scene. He left the scene. What the lawyer said was that they want them to release the rest of the tape, because the rest of the tape shows what they're saying.
So
occurred.
2 people ran away from the scene.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because what they showed a video of one dude running out the car, and he said that was the carjacker. And I could have swore they said that the other dude stayed there.
Because the parents were basically like, if you were being carjacked or whatever, okay, but once you were there and all of us were out there, why would you leave the scene? Because that's their issue, is that, okay, if it was an accident, whatever, but you left the scene, you left out, the little girl, they were
Staying there couldn't have been a good idea either.
True. Especially not when the person came out of the house. Especially not when the person coming out of the house with a gun.
Uncle Charles from the back room with that 10-4 hat on come out there and see his little niece on the ground screaming. Uncle Charles was gonna stab that man with a screwdriver he keep in his back belt pocket. I said back belt pocket, but I meant between his belt and
his back. Yeah,
and his back of his jeans. He gonna come out there with that screwdriver stabbing this man, a rusty old screwdriver from 1968 specifically. That's what
but I mean, you can't do a hit and run. Like, you just can't. So, and this lawyer, he likes to take cases like this because he likes the notoriety that it gives him. So, like, he was in his element doing that press release and press conference and answering questions about this. Because I'm like, I would not have taken him on as a client. Like, I ain't even say, because he's black, the people that he hit is black. Like, I wouldn't do that personally. But he likes the notoriety. He likes that he gets to be seen, and he building up his reputation as a lawyer in Georgia. So he takes these cases purposefully because it gives him, exposure. So So yeah, so I'm not surprised that OJ's old lawyer is taking this case on too, because that's what they do. Like, which is why I would, if I was gonna be a lawyer, I would be a prosecutor. I'm not gonna be defending nobody I know is fucking guilty. Like, I can't in good conscience do that shit. So if I was gonna be a lawyer, I'd be a prosecutor. I would not be a defense attorney, because your job is to defend your client regardless of whether or not they did that shit. And that don't sit right in my spirit. I wouldn't be
But
able
let me
to
tell
do
you
that.
something about the video of that girl getting hit. Okay? That car was going so goddamn fast.
Yeah.
I don't know how she survived.
Yeah.
Her head was supposed to pop off when that car hit her.
Yeah.
The way the speed that car was going.
Mm-hmm.
The only way it didn't is she just drastically underweight. Like if it was like the car hitting a piece of paper or something. Yeah, that's the only way I think she survived. And hopefully it don't mean that she gonna be like fucked up.
She's in a wheelchair right now, but I think they're expecting her to make a it's gonna be a long process, but they are expecting her to make a recovery. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not surprised that this dude is representing Nipsey Hussle's murderer, because that's what lawyers do. They, you know, if you want to build a reputation for yourself, you take the hard cases.
Her name is LaDariana.
The little girl?
A boy from the neighborhood and LaDariana's brother started performing CPR on her before her father whisked off to the hospital. And I'm like, shit, I still don't know CPR for real. Little boys in the neighborhood that know CPR? I mean, I know they, press.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, CPR is different than when you drowning. Or is it the same?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh.
You think of there's a Heimlich and then there's CPR. CPR is
okay, I
when
know
you,
the Heimlich. So you use the CPR for when somebody about to drown and they out the water.
Yeah, because your
And-
chest compressions can help expel the water out of the lung.
So
And
what do you use it for if somebody get hit by a car?
if they're not breathing, to get them started back breathing. Did it say he left the scene? Yeah, he left the scene.
Both of
Because
them
that's what the
motherfuckers got
problem
out.
is. Like, he hit her and left the scene of an accident because he was being carjacked.
Dummy. If they
But-
don't find that carjack, it don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. But so since the death,
Okay, yeah. So listen, we gotta put this shit on the timeline. We gotta talk about all of the shit that done rolled out since Nipsey Hussle's death. Okay.
Yeah.
The first thing, and if I'm wrong in any of this timeline, let me know.
Okay.
The first thing is the Dr. Sebi shit.
Yes.
Okay. So apparently Nipsey Hussle, if you don't know who Nipsey Hussle is, he's a rapper, either won a Grammy or was nominated for a Grammy for his album,
I don't know any of his music.
Victory Lap. I started listening to it. I did not plan on ever listening to Nipsey Hussle, but he passed away.
Yeah.
So I was going to try to familiarize myself with his music. I listened to the first 3 tracks, and nothing about those 3 tracks made me want to turn it off. So
Yeah.
I'm probably going to listen to the whole album when I get an opportunity to. But that's who Nipsey Hussle is. Now, the reason that people are saying that this death hits different is because Nipsey Hussle has taken a lot of steps in his community to show people that you can own things and you can operate. He got shot in front of his own clothing store. He has land and is continuing to amass land in the Inglewood part of California, where they are starting to gentrify that area. And a lot of issues come around owning land in a community where people are trying to gentrify, because Nipsey Hussle would be the kind of person that would never sell that land.
Yep.
Because he don't support the gentrification of his neighborhood. Now, Dr. Sebi is a naturalist, herbalist doctor who gained prominence by saying that he found a cure for AIDS. And
it's like diet change.
it's diet change. It's like you change your diet and anything you ever have will be healed. So what happened was he got sued by the government because he claimed to have AIDS, and they told him that if he wanted to make his claim, he needed to bring in some 10 people that he healed, and he brought in 75 people. Now, this is the argument that people are going to hinge on to tell you to validate Dr. Sebi's stuff. But I need to read about that case, because I want to know what those people had Did they verify somehow that those people had AIDS and they no longer have it anymore?
Yes.
Or HIV, I don't know which one. But he bought a bunch of people. The only reason that he won that case was because he never actually claimed himself to be a medical doctor. He's always claimed himself to be an herbalist or whatever word it means to deny traditional medicine and substitute it with
HIV
flowers.
and AIDS is an autoimmune disorder. I want to understand how changing your diet impacts that. It's not.
I don't know, but that's
Not
Dr.
obesity.
CB. But that's Dr. CB. And if you know flat earthers and conspiracy world and people who are really kind of just internally looking for ulterior ways to address health in our society, they really latch on to Dr. CB. I think more so as a concept than an actual action that is verifiable with results that can be replicated. And so Nipsey Hussle was working on a documentary for Dr. CB in terms of the work that he did and everything that Dr. CB was contributing. And the first thing that came out after his death was the government knew he was working on this documentary for Dr. CB. They had him killed. They killed him because of that. And I have a lot of problems with that. Okay. The main problem I have with that is the documentary is not out yet. Right? If they killed Nipsey Hussle because of the documentary that's not out yet, that means they have information that he's putting in the documentary that they know is that stuff they don't want to come out. Now, if Nipsey Hussle didn't tell them what's in that documentary, what inside person is telling the government what he has in that documentary? First off. Second off, it ain't shit that Dr. CB has done that got evidence that should make the government want to kill Dr. CB.
And killing Nipsey Hussle is not going to because Nick Cannon just picking it up now. Like, and it's got now everybody knows about it when I didn't even know who the fuck Dr. CB was prior to this. So like, if they did this in order to silence it, it did the opposite.
But you also know what's happening now is that Miss CB is selling his products. But what they saying now is that they've been altered. So now, if the shit never work again, they can always hinge on the dialogue that the government did this to alter his formula. You can't say that Dr. CB, those people will never say Dr. CB shit didn't work. They will now say Dr. CB shit worked when he was alive, the government had him killed, and now anybody that's exposing his secrets, they having them killed too.
Yeah.
And so that is so irritating to me. That is so irritating to me. The second thing that happened after that was the killer was caught.
Yes.
His name is Eric Holder. Apparently he did a whole bunch of weird shit. Like he got out, came up, shot, didn't shoot him all the way or finish, left, came back, shot him again, and then left and took off. Apparently that's like what happened in this situation. This man's name is Eric Holder. Now, for some reason, people are connecting, like they trying to connect Eric Holder, this killer, to Eric Holder, the previous Secretary of State.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he the previous secretary? What position did Eric Holder hold in it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Colin, no. Tell me what position Eric Holder had. He might have been the Secretary of State at some point. But that was the next thing that happened. Now, after that, Future, in an interview, was asked, or was said, I guess a statement was made, we need more rappers like Nipsey Hussle. And Future said, yeah, we do need more rappers like us. And
My
everybody,
my nigga,
all the black community was on that Soulja Boy shit like, us? Us? You know what I'm saying? Like, us? And
Future, all you contribute to the black community is more babies that you ain't taking care of. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
like, I would just be pressed. Like, if he would have pressed Future and said, what have you done for the community, Future? He gonna be like, he gonna have one of them R. Kelly moments where he be like, so What do you mean by community? You mean as a conceptual sense, or like physical things that I've done? Conceptually, I've provided the community with other citizens that will be financially supplied for, that they can achieve their dreams. But physically, like I don't do shit. I don't buy shit for the community. I don't create opportunities for the community. I don't create jobs for the community.
Oh God.
So I just wonder what
people don't know what to say.
But see, there's a high level of narcissism that comes in rap. It's a really high level like that. I'm the best shit. You clearly, sir, are not the best.
Future.
You know, we had this conversation before. Like Cassidy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Cassidy, I like you, but you're not the best on several measures. You're not the best in record sales. You're not the best in top hits. You're not the best in flow. You're not the best in consistency. You're not the best in so many things. I like you, but you're not the best. But every time he's in the top 5 dead or alive for himself. Well, first off, me, then two, like okay, but like you know, Dave Chappelle said you supposed to have that in hip hop. You supposed to have that in comedy. You're supposed to consider yourself as the best, despite all of the evidence that shows other people are better than you.
Irrationally, thinking like you're the best.
But I think that's that narcissism that exists in the genre, because it's not like people become narcissists because they're rappers. A lot of rappers just gravitate to rap because they're narcissists. Like there are some humble rappers out there, but like not very many of them. They don't get that play. And that's why you got all this controversy with all these rappers and stuff. So Future, he need to take his horse down the old town road. He needs to ride till he can't no more. That's what Future need to fucking do. What happened next is Kodak Black.
This pickaninny ass.
So
nigga.
it didn't start with Kodak Black. So Lauren London has been in a relationship with this man for
years.
6 years.
Yeah.
Since 2013. And has a child with him.
Yes.
Now, as soon as he died, in distasteful internet fashion, Lauren London was sent all kind of IMs and DMs about being in a relationship with her and getting with her like the day after Nipsey Hussle passed away.
Ain't shit.
You know, and you know what? Yeah, it's a lot of people out here that ain't shit, right?
Jesus.
So there is an expectation that some dude just gonna do it for shits and giggles, and that's gonna be it. Kodak Black is just one of the most prominent, well-known people that came out and did it. He said something along the lines.
It's on a video. There's a video of him talking about it.
He said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I could be her bae, I could be her boo. I know she gonna be, you know, crying for him for about a year or some shit, but you know, she could be mine." And
disrespectful nigga.
It's utterly disrespectful.
And so a lot of rappers came out calling him out. Power 106 in California is not playing his said they're not playing his music anymore. A lot of clubs have come out and said that they're not supporting his music anymore, especially in California. They really ain't fucking with it. T.I. came out and said something about it. Big Boy from Outkast, who never said shit about anything, and he said that in the statement he made, like, I usually just ignore this shit, but like this just real disrespectful. Like,
so I'm gonna tell y'all what she exactly said. Lauren London, that's baby though. She about to be out here single. She finna be a whole widow out here. I'll be the best man I can be for her. I'll give her a whole year. She might need a whole year to be crying and shit for him. He continued, I ain't trying to shoot my shot at her. I'm saying, listen, she can do 2-3 years. I'll try to be like the friend. If you need to holler or a shoulder to lean on, she can call my line.
The reason why he said he ain't trying to holler is because the niggas that were around him was like, yo, man, like, that's not cool. That's why he was like, nah, I ain't trying to shoot my shot, bitch. Bye.
So T.I. came out and said, and you know T.I. can't say shit without using a word
that prison,
that a nigga
man.
like Kodak Black gotta look the fuck up.
Prison.
Hey, Kodak Black, you out of pocket, nigga. Fix that shit quickly, expeditiously. If I see you, I'ma say it to your face. You out of pocket, nigga. Get your motherfucking self together.
The only other person I've ever heard use expeditiously was Joe Clark on Lean on Me. The fuck?
And Kodak Black commented on the video saying, or what?
Yeah.
And said, man, listen, I said what I said. Y'all trying to misconstrue what I said. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. T.I., man, I don't care. I'm in Georgia right now. So first off, he do not know what misconstrue means. He used it appropriately, but somebody had to explain that shit to him. Okay. 2, he don't know what expeditiously mean. But the utter disrespect. Well, the thing is,
First of all,
he said, I mean, he's trying to say that he didn't mean anything by it.
and people that were commenting under it was like, y'all take he wasn't trying. He just saying that he would be there for her. No, he is being predatory and saying, oh, I'll be a shoulder for her to lean on so I can fuck her later. Basically, like, y'all can miss me with all of that. Everybody taking it too far. He didn't mean that shit. Fuck all of y'all and fuck him. He meant exactly what it sounded like. Because he's a fuck ass nigga. This nigga, it ain't the first time, and this nigga is up on a sexual assault charge. Like, what about him would make you feel like he was being genuine in his concern for Lauren? Y'all get the fuck out of here. Like, for real, y'all don't even believe this. Y'all don't even believe this. If you want to be a fan of his music, that's fine, but you're not gonna sit up here and act like he ain't no trash ass human being, okay? Because he is. Trash.
The Big Money says that he did this on purpose for publicity because he want his name out there. That's what Big Money say. The Lil Money bet would be that he meant something positive and this how or at least neutral, and that's how it came out, and he fucked up. But he's not willing to acknowledge that he fucked up, so he just standing by whatever he said because people being aggressive with him.
Like,
and the reality is, I think we've established that he's equivalent to the dude in the school that shit on himself. And, instead of saying, ooh, that stink, us as a society has come in that school to realize that that's what they do. And it's not appropriate, but we're not going to say nothing about it because he don't know no better.
I mean,
okay.
Today is Sunday. We're recording on Sunday. So today has been a week. When he did this, it hadn't even been a week since this one. Like, she lost the father to her children. Or her child. The other child is with Lil Wayne. She lost the man that she loved. Like, it's just disrespectful, my nigga. Like, this nigga hasn't even been dead a week. Like, really? Somebody got to tell you that that's not okay for you to say that? Somebody got to tell you not to jump in her DMs? What the fuck? Like, some niggas is trash as fuck. I don't understand. It's so disrespectful. And the game needs to, sometimes people want to come out and say stuff, but you ain't the right person to say it, right? Like, OJ is not the person to come out and talk about domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just there. If you are somebody who has a history of some bullshit yourself, like, maybe you should just be quiet. The Game came out also reprimanding Kodak Black, but it's like, Game, I don't know if you the one that need to be saying anything, but I appreciate you trying, but like, maybe not you. Maybe not you. But it's just I mean, and his voice. I hate Kodak Black's voice. I hate it. So I don't know how you niggas listen to him. The people who are fans of his music, he sounds like what he looked like, and what he looked like isn't pleasant. I don't understand. I hate his voice so much. It's awful. He looks and sounds like a pickaninny. And I hate that I have to keep saying that, but it's the truth. It's what it is.
It sounds like he's had his nose broken several times and it's impacted his nasal passageway. So when he speaks from his nasal area.
Yeah, it's very nasal.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like when you hold your breath and talk.
Yep.
But in a way.
Don't hold your nose and talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a person who does that, who has 50% vocabulary capacity. Okay? Like, it's some rappers that rap like that, but they have access to the full vocabulary.
Yes.
But he already don't use words over 5 letters. Like,
I hate his voice.
When he speaks. So misconstrued, somebody else typed that shit.
Yes, they did.
He was like, hey, what's a word that I ain't mean it.
Yes. That absolutely happened.
Hey, here, tight some. Misconstrued. That long word there. I trust you though. That's all right.
That totally happened. That's so accurate. It's so accurate.
That That got to be what happened.
It did. Yes.
That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I'm looking at his picture now. That's all that makes sense. I might be giving him too much credit.
Oh God!
I feel like a part of me want to believe that Kodak Black used to be able to speak well.
Did he get hit by a car or something?
He suffered brain damage somehow.
Baseball bat to the head.
He might have smoked some fucking weed laced with Comet. That shit went straight to that nigga brain, infiltrated the blood-brain barrier, went right to the vocabulary and said, vocabulary speech impediment. Boom.
Comet, nigga.
Did my job. I don't know what people lace that shit with, man. People be lacing weed with anything.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
I lace that bitch with oregano and paprika. Don't know what you smoking. Don't know the effects of that shit. You know, you can make like the cheap version of synthetic drugs.
Yeah.
By using actual spices. That's
Yeah.
why that shit called spice.
Maybe I eat somebody's
Ain't
face.
no telling what he done smoked. But it's people in his life saying that ain't the Kodak I know. He wasn't even Kodak then. He was Kendrick. I think he don't know how to pronounce the middle of his name no more. So he just kept the K's and put Odak in the middle of it. Because the sounds he be making now. Odak. Huh? Oh, call me Kodak. Okay. Well, I mean, whatever, buddy. You want some snacks? Snack time.
Oh, that nigga so garbage. It's just disrespectful. You just don't do that.
listen.
Even if it wasn't Nipsey Hussle, just listen to all you regular niggas out there. It don't even have to be Nipsey Hussle. If somebody's mate dies, it's disrespectful for you to try to holler at her. Okay, it just is. Just is. It isn't even about him being Nipsey Hussle. It's just disrespectful in fucking general.
And but this conversation that I'm having is disrespectful. As far as Kodak Black goes, like, and I'm sorry to be disrespectful to special needs people by comparing Kodak Black to people who have genuine artificial needs.
Oh,
I said artificial.
You said artificial.
What the fuck was I meaning to say? Talking about Kodak Black fucking up my vocabulary. Let's go to the next shit, please. Anyway, moving on. The last thing, he fucking up my vocabulary. Just looking at me, scroll over him. Okay. I said genuine artificial. That's oxymoron. I don't do that shit. I ain't never did that shit on this show. And look at me now, talking about this Kodak Black non-vocabulary having ass bitch.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. But that in the events, that's what pretty much done transpired. But a bigger dialogue has been created because a lot of people, because now like when your typical rapper dies, so Tech Nine died, and not Tech Nine, not the Tech Nine, but Tech Nine, a freestyle battle rapper.
Oh, okay.
Everybody thought it was Tech Nine, which people love Tech Nine.
Yes. I know who Tech Nine
rapper.
is.
It turns out he was about to be charged with some child porn charges. So when a rapper died that was just on some hood nigga shit or that had some pending child porn charges, it's like, okay, it's just another black rapper dead on some bullshit. But see, this one impacted the community different because he a rapper and he's saying some stuff in his songs that reflect that life that he used to live.
Because he was a Crip, yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy, Eric Holder, is a Crip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happened is, because his current life is a reflection of a positive community interaction and being an advocate for his community, whether I agree with Dr. Sebi or not, he was taking what he believed was valuable to his community and creating knowledge to give out. And he was creating opportunities and jobs because he had his store. He was acquiring land to stop these people from being able to gentrify his community. Like, if every black rapper did that for every community they came from and spread that shit out around in areas, like, that would be very, very valuable to our community. And so his death, it felt different. It hit different. And so the dialogue has turned into who is qualified to actually mourn Nipsey Hussle. Because a lot of people are saying things like, you wasn't no fan when he was alive, or you didn't listen to his music when he was alive, and fans overnight now, huh? Like we can't genuinely mourn somebody that is positive in the black community, even if we find out that value post-mortem.
Which is so fucking stupid. Listen, I've never heard a Nipsey Hussle song. Even now, I didn't even listen to it after he died. But who he represented at the time of his death, I appreciate, and I can understand why it's been such an issue, why it's hit the community differently. I don't feel like I have to have been like a hardcore fan of his to see how fucked up his death has been. Like, I just don't. That's so stupid to me. It's
definitely problematic.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Hey everybody, newsflash, Jehovah's Witnesses just came to my door right in the middle of the podcast. We're at 1 hour, and they came in and said that hey, on Friday, April 19th, we're having an annual commemoration of the death of Jesus Christ. That is ain't no better way to say that. We're gonna commemorate your death, Jesus. Oh.
I mean, so for anybody that doesn't know, Jesus, the times that we celebrate different stuff like his birth and the resurrection is not when the shit actually happened. But it was just so random. Cause I was like, you expected anybody? And Oprah was like, no. What I want to do, why you didn't look through the peephole? See, that's the difference between men and women. My first thing would have been like, let me see who it is. And when I saw it was two niggas, I wouldn't have opened the door. But you're a dude.
But they didn't look threatening. And they didn't knock on the door like police.
I don't care.
That was the softest knock I ever heard on my door.
I would still not have opened it.
Yeah.
And I would have looked through the peephole. You'd have just opened the door.
I mean, I'm not disputing the experience that men have versus what women have. Of course, you're going to be fucking paranoid and you're not going to open the door randomly for two motherfuckers.
Nope.
But my peephole is also covered up by that doorbell we got tied to that thing. So, yeah. I mean.
I forgot about that. See, I wouldn't. My peephole is.
Who there?
See, well, for me, soon as somebody knock on my door, the dog go crazy. So that's just what it is. But that was very random.
I have a Uzi. I got the chop.
Commemorate the death of Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, that happened. Okay. All right, we're finna do something a little bit different now. Okay. There were two posts going on this week. And I'm gonna tell you both of them, and then we're gonna do one, and then we're gonna do another. We're just going through some of the shit in here. Okay.
Okay.
The first one is, okay, black people, ask white people one question you always wanted to know. And the other one is, okay, white people, ask black people one question you always wanted to know.
Oh, Jesus.
And so we going to kind of scroll down a little bit and see what some of these responses are.
They're going to be shitty, I know. Go ahead.
Why do y'all get hyped? This is the black people asking white people one question.
Okay.
Why do y'all get hyped whenever that song Sweet Caroline or Bohemian Rhapsody comes on?
Hey.
I got to defend Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody is fucking amazing. I get hyped.
Amazing.
I get hyped when that shit come on. Mm-hmm. Especially when it get to the shouting part. Galileo. Look, what? Please. That ain't a white thing. Anybody that knows the beauty of Bohemian Rhapsody. Part? The when they're shouting, yeah.
My favorite part is the storytelling of the first part.
Oh yeah,
it's like that
just
shit
killed a man.
That shit is intense.
Put a gun against his head. Pull the trigger. Now he's dead. God damn.
My shit. Life had just begun. Now I've gone and thrown it all away. Oh shit. What were you gonna be? What was the trajectory like? What did you think was gonna happen in your life to have thrown it away? Why? Was it worth it? Was this conflict long term? Was it random? We don't know. We just fill in the blanks. But Bohemian Rhapsody, I like the storytelling. Yeah. It's just amazing.
The fact that they just randomly put some opera shit in there, just the whole song it takes you through so many emotions. It start off real mellow and slow with the story, and then it progressively like builds, and then it ends the same way it began. It's amazing. So I don't know about I first of all, I don't know why I mixed Sweet Carolina with Sweet Child of Mine. I don't even think I know what Sweet Carolina is. I don't think I know that song. But Bohemian Rhapsody is a shit. I don't know why anybody would not understand that. It's fucking amazing.
So the next one is, why do y'all do that smile when y'all make eye contact with a black person?
I hate that shit. I hate it so much. They do that. That little with the little.
Yeah, it's not like a full smile. They don't show no teeth.
Yes.
It's just like they smile a little bit. It's like the smile is like, I ain't smiling at you because I'm interested and want you to have dialogue, but I don't want to look threatening enough for you to rob me. Like I feel like that's like what that is.
Oh, I hate that shit. I hate that. I don't know why they do that. That's a good question.
Do you really enjoy tongue kissing your dog?
Ugh.
So I had a conversation about this with somebody.
Ugh.
And
they lick their balls.
While I am not an advocate for kissing your dog, a dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth. Because they have an enzyme in their mouth that actively kills bacteria, which from a genetic perspective, I understand needing, because wolves and, are some of the most vicious creatures that eat with anything out there, and they would die quickly if they didn't have something that would protect them from like bacterias and different things that could turn into sickness.
I don't care how much enzymes and antibacterial shit if I look at you lick your balls for 3 hours, I'm not gonna kiss you in the mouth.
I understand that, but this is
and I love my dog.
But I have to make this point. If somebody was gonna pay you to kiss a dog in the mouth or a homeless man in the mouth,
the dog
is the best bet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both of them suck, but dogs do not have a history of passing off hepatitis or herpes or mono or flu or pneumonia or anything from their mouth. We have a long, stringent history of doing that. So I'm not an advocate, but it ain't as problematic as kissing somebody with fucking herpes.
I kiss my dogs on the head, but like in the mouth, nah.
I mean, I know you, and I know you don't kiss back, but I know you done had your mouth licked by
your and
dog
I hate
before.
it. Yes, it's a no. Like, stop the fuck away from me.
Why do black men wear their pants like they're falling off? Is this comfortable?
First of all, whoever asked that, you need to go look at some of these little white kids sagging with fucking skinny jeans on. Kiss my ass.
Or you need to go see some of them old white men with their pants hiked up to their back with them New Balances on in the damn vitamin section at Publix trying to find that damn Metamucil and Complex B. Bitches. But the reality is it's cultural. It's cultural, really. I mean, it's black people have been cursed with the gift of style. It's a curse because it's always stolen and repossessed by majority culture.
It's just so funny that the first question is a question that could apply to them because it's been stolen from us. Like, we don't do the smile, the whatever the fuck that look. You know what I'm saying? The question that was asked about that is a question that they could only answer. But it's like, some of y'all wear the slack your pants too. Fuck out of here.
Do y'all have family reunions?
Who asked that? To the black to the white or white to black?
White to the black. No. Black to white. All these are black. Wait a minute. All these are white to black.
No, you said it was black to white.
No,
did you jump?
Hold on. These are black people asking white people questions.
So black people ask white people why they slack their pants?
They don't have family. No, it's family reunions.
But the question before that, about the pants, that was black to white.
Yeah, I guess I did overlook what that question was about. A white person broke into this and was like, I want to ask black people questions.
Okay, because I'm like, that don't make no sense.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Right.
I didn't switch.
Okay.
Do y'all have family reunions?
That's a good question. I don't know if they do. No, I think they do. I think they do.
Well, family reunion is usually a black ass thing. Like, how many times you don't went to the dam or to the beach or to that area where they got tables and you just seen white people jamming the Earth, Wind, and Fire?
They would be jamming to the Taylor Swift version.
Nah, they wouldn't be jamming to Taylor Swift. They be jamming it to, cause if we going back that, they be jamming to some fucking Motley Crue and Beatles and shit. I guess I don't know, whatever. But I ain't never seen it. I'll never see that.
I
only see black and you know what? Black families go all out. Even if you do see a group of white people at the park, you know, cooking and stuff, they all ain't gonna have on the same shirt.
We have shirts. We gonna be blasting the music. We might have a group of folks dancing. You know, yeah. We go all out. We just extra. We just extra anyway. I guess that's where that question from. Why don't y'all cry and fall out at funerals? Why so calm? It's very suspicious. We do the most at funerals though, because sometimes I be wanting to be like, sit down and let them finish this damn eulogy so we can go graveside. Shit. Take our ass out. Damn.
Okay, so apparently somebody asked, why don't they use washcloths?
They don't.
They just get the soap and stick it in.
Because I have gone to what? So my friend that he moved to Texas now. Whenever I would spend the night at his house, and he would leave me a big towel, and I would always be like, "What a washcloth, man!" My nigga, like I need a call. He's like, "Oh, I don't. Did he even have any? I don't even know that. Maybe he did. I can't remember." But it wasn't so. Now, when my cousin come and stay at my house, I immediately give her a big towel and a little towel, because I know you need both. But like they don't do that. I don't understand.
Just the bar of soap don't have enough like ridges to actually like scrub for real, you know. But this white dude posted a picture of a washcloth and says, "Okay, against my better judgment, I drove across the tracks to MLK Drive and found a washcloth store. I only got one because I might not like this. The lady at the store was really nice and let me touch her hair. She tried to sell me some seasoning, but hey, one thing at a time. I'm excited, but admittedly a little scared. Did this thing hurt?"
That has to be a joke.
Yeah, it's definitely a joke.
Because the washcloth store.
Yeah, it's I mean, and she let me touch her. So basically, he's just attacking, you know, giving his passive aggressive spin on all of this shit.
Yeah.
But white people are breaking in here saying, "I'm finna, you know, have some conversation." Do y'all drink anything other than coffee, water, and wine? That's a good one, because what white people even drink Kool-Aid?
Oh. Yeah.
Coffee, water, and wine.
That's accurate.
What kind of and Diet Coke?
I'm trying to think
at least
about
the biggest white people.
I'm trying to think if Jason ever had juice. I don't think he ever had juice. I think it's just water, coffee, and wine. I don't think he ever had juice. You come to my house, it's some juice in my refrigerator right now.
I don't know about this. In troubling times, what does running to the bathroom to splash tap water on your faces do exactly? I never heard of that.
I think that's in the movies. I don't think they do that shit in real life.
Why do y'all put raisins in potato salad? Why do y'all wear shorts in the winter with long sleeve shirts on? Your legs don't get
somebody
cold.
Answer me that. Have whole fucking hoodies on with shorts and sandals. What the fuck?
Why did y'all literally explore the whole planet in search of spices but don't use spices on food? Why y'all obituary be like a business card yet ours be 3 and 4 pages?
Well, the extra.
Do you ever what the fuck white people even though you are white people? Why do y'all say babies are 172 months instead of just saying 14?
I hate that shit. Now I gotta do math and try to just say the nigga too. I'm listen. Y'all can listen right now. I'm saying this on the show. If I have a baby and you hear me saying 48 months or some shit, please call me out.
White parents, why can't you accept that your daughter Brittany is madly in love with Junebug, Nuck Nuck, Ray Ray, Big Meech? We pretty nice people.
Oh my God.
Why y'all gotta throw cheese on your babies?
That was a weird thing for like them videos of people just throwing cheese at their babies.
Did you see the one of them throwing the cheese on their pets?
No.
That shit was hilarious. They was throwing cheese on dog's face and they'll just sit there like,
what the fuck?
And you could just see one eye looking around like, what the fuck I'm supposed to do? That shit it was so stupid, but it was stupid. Funny. Let me see. Why do white people put vegetables in macaroni and cheese? What is a hootenanny?
A hoot nanny?
A hooting nanny, yeah. I guess that's what they said. Why y'all lips so thin? Okay, so they ain't got lips. I don't even know what women be putting lipstick on sometimes, man. It's just like that thing.
A
like
whole
it ain't even
tube will last. I just feel like it would last them forever. Like you never have to repurchase. I have run out of lips, like a color of lipstick, and actually had to go back and get because I have lips, and so when I use it, I'm actually using product. But like, I don't understand that. And listen, there are two things, and this probably gonna sound awful, that let me know that I just was not destined to be with a white man. Okay, I've dated white men, but like I had to just come to this understanding that it wasn't gonna happen. One, I think their penises look weird.
white people penises.
Because they're pink. It's just weird.
Well, they pink as a whole. Like they're pink people. So are they a problem because they pink?
No, but like it's just a.
Then how come that courtesy don't transfer to they meat?
It's weird. It's just weird. I can't do it. It's weird. And they don't have lips, and I have lips, and so how am I supposed to kiss you and you don't have lips?
So if you dated a light skinned man and you found out that his meat was like pink,
he would have to be really, really light skinned. Because
Well,
light skinned, they just light brown.
but what if he light skinned and just because this part ain't never had no exposure and he just got darker because he been in the military or something and he take his jaws off and it's like.
That's fucking weird. I can't do it. It's weird. I'm sorry. It's weird.
You're not gonna touch it?
Ew. No.
But you didn't find out until you was ready though.
Too bad. Listen,
you didn't find out until you were ready to actually touch it, and now because it's pink,
I'm not
you
touching
reneging.
it. You fucking right.
You re-nigga.
But like, how do you kiss somebody without lips? I've kissed a white man before. It's weird. It's just really, it's like kissing the top of somebody else's lip. Like,
I don't think you kiss them. I think they kiss you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we got the lip. They put the top and the bottom of the end of whatever the part of the mouth you call under the nose, like the bottom of that, it just be on your lip.
It's so
like you
weird.
don't kiss them, they kiss you.
Why do they not have lips? I know they can't answer that. I'm sure it's something genetic.
What's the etymological reason that people from Africa would need big lips versus people from places like Europe would not need big lips? What? It has to do something with eating. Maybe not eating.
I don't know what it is, but that shit is weird. It's weird. It's just weird. How do you not have lips?
It could be, but just based on tradition. I mean, it could be babies that had smaller lips were more desirable or something, and babies who didn't was, put out there in the goddamn wilderness early on and got killed earlier. So like the big lips.
I was gonna say something so offensive, and Lord. I thought better of it. Oh, I still want to say it though, but I'm not going to because it's rude. Oh, Lord. And I know it's rude, so I'm not gonna be rude. But it's weird that they don't have lips. I can't.
How do y'all get the name Dick from Richard?
And Bill from William? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
All right. Okay, we've done enough of the white people questions. Let's see what the white people are asking black people. Now, I want to say that this was done very friendly and rather tastefully considered that this could get bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there might be a version of it that got distasteful and some comments that are distasteful, but I'm going to go over the ones that, were cool.
Okay.
Why do y'all put $3,000 rims on a $500 car?
I can't even answer that. That's a good ass question. I'd love to know.
I don't know who's been $3,000 rims on a $500. But if it gets you from point A to point B and you want it to look good, why not?
Because you spent more on the rims than the fucking car. You could have put that money into the car and got a better car.
But like I'm just saying, if the car costs $500, that don't mean it's worth $500.
I guess.
I don't know. I wouldn't do it no way. I love y'all, but why y'all make fun of my name? This girl's name is Becky Woodruff.
Oh, Becky. Oh, your name's actually Becky. That's sad. That just became the quintessential white girl name, the same way that they always do some ghetto shit when they say something about like a black name. Like, it just became the quintessential white girl name. I don't know why. Yeah. It just did.
Because of applause? Give me that Becky. No,
before that, even before that, I I like big butts and I cannot lie. What? Sir Mix-a-Lot. The beginning. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It's been the quintessential white girl name for a while. I don't know why. I can't explain it. Because he said that at the beginning of that song, the white girls were like, "Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It's like so big."
Keith said, "What y'all put in them greens to make them taste like that?"
It's a black secret. You gotta be black to know.
Why y'all so loud in movie theaters?
We just
We
extra.
do be loud.
We extra.
We be loud when we
We're
in that motherfucker.
just
We be
extra.
like when we go to the movies, we take up a whole row because it's a podcast, and sometimes mates we might not have 2-3 seats on the row, but we be loud as hell.
We do. We don't be as loud though. I feel like as like stereotypical loud people, but we louder
We
than
not
other
loud
folks.
when it matters.
Yeah.
We loud when it don't matter.
Yeah.
When we decide it don't matter.
Yeah.
Why y'all? Huh?
We just black people. We just extra.
Why y'all cook combs on the stove?
Cook what?
Combs.
The fuck is comb?
Hot comb.
Oh. Fuck what?
White people would literally never need to use a hot comb.
No, because
That
their
shit
hair.
was made
They
exclusively
would
for
just
black people.
burn their hair off like that. That would be bad. Like I'm just imagining a white person trying to put a hot comb through that.
Go
That
straight
shit.
through their hair like a knife.
Because
through
our hair
butter,
is
boy.
more coarse. That's why, and it takes a lot of heat to get it straight. Some people, so that's why.
How come your church services last so long?
I would love to know that shit. Look, it's a meme going around right now about Avengers Endgame where people are like, I've been preparing for this my whole life because it's 3 hours. It's like, this is nothing. Church is longer than that. So I don't know. I would love to know that too. It just is. We do a lot. We extra. I feel like the answer to all these questions is just, we just extra.
Just a simple question. Hope to see some funny comments on here. Why is it when one of y'all run, all y'all run?
Because what the fuck else? I'm not going to stick around to find out why.
See one friend running like, I'm going to investigate
Exactly.
that.
Like, what?
What was the reason? They didn't tell us why they ran.
We
Let's
don't-
figure it out.
No, I'm running and we'll find out
Bitch,
later.
No.
Like why was we running later? But like, if somebody where was I with you? We were somewhere where somebody like started running, and we
briskly started.
We started briskly started.
I don't remember where that was.
It was a bowling alley, maybe. I can't remember, but yeah, like why the fuck would you ask questions? You gonna die because you want to know what's going on, or you want to stay alive and then ask later? The fuck? That's common sense to me.
Why your question asked instead of asked?
I hate that. I don't know.
Ask.
Oh, I
Ask 'em.
hate when folks say that
Ask
shit.
'em.
Same thing with screet. Like, I don't know. Oh, God, I hate it.
Why can't y'all swim?
Because we don't learn.
What?
Like,
Because the period of time in which our ancestors were supposed to be learning how to swim and teaching us how to swim, the systemic organizations that were responsible for making pools available for black people, they were excluded from those pools, not able to be in them, and there was no pool that were created for black people that the city would actively clean because they weren't trying to do anything to support black people. So the reason that my grandfather can't swim and my aunts and uncles can't swim is because they didn't have a pool in which they should swim. Now, at the time that I grew up, I could swim. My granddaddy taught us lessons, but my granddaddy was also the pioneer in the community that made sure that there was a black pool actively open and always clean and available for black youth to be at. So it was really important for him, for me and my brother to learn how to swim. I don't like to swim, but I know how to do it.
my mama
If I can
can't
survive.
swim, so it wasn't any. I don't think my dad could swim either, so there was no importance to them in that, so they never did anything to like for us to learn how to swim. The only one of us that knows how to swim is my oldest brother, and that's because he was in the Navy and it was a requirement for him to enlist. You have to know how, because you're on the ship, boats, water, so he had to learn how to swim. The rest of us don't know how to swim though, because it wasn't important. Like, it wasn't because they didn't learn. It wasn't important for them to teach us. So
Like if white people wouldn't let black people use just the water fountain, what were the odds of them being able to be in the same pool together? The black drowning rate would be high as hell. You think the lifeguard finna jump in after a little coon? Hell no. Last one. Why do y'all drive old police cars with the spotlight, making me slam on my brakes for no reason?
I hate that shit too. I can't stand it. I get mad at that shit. So like, why are you driving this car? I thought you was the damn police. Oh, I hate it.
So yeah, I just thought that, like, I just like those posts and thought
That's
it would
funny.
be interesting to go through some of our society's bullshit.
So let's talk about I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride until I can't ride no more. So
I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
So
Can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't tell me nothing.
So if y'all have not heard this, Lil Nas X, who I've never heard of before, he made
This
a
is literally
song.
the only songs he got. The original one on Spotify at least. That's it. I tried to go look for some more shit, trying to see if this is a fluke, but
So he had a song called Old Town Road, and Billboard wouldn't let it chart on the country chart because they said it wasn't country enough. So Billy Ray Cyrus saw that, heard about it, and said, "Hold my beer." Or I saw a meme where they was like, he said, "Hold my cousin," which is so rude, but he jumped on the song, and so now the remix has Billy Ray Cyrus on it, and I cannot tell you why I like this song. It's just fucking catchy as shit. It's just a really catchy song.
I like the imagery. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to my music, that's why I like the storytelling part of Bohemian Rhapsody. It's so much. And in this song, Old Town Road, it gives me a road, and they don't tell me what the road look like. I imagine what the road looked like, and you know what? I imagine what the horse looked like, and all I see is him going down the Old Town Road. That's why I don't like watching videos that much, because it gives too much imagery to what you're supposed to be creating yourself. The same thing for when you write when a book is adapted into a movie.
Yeah.
And like what you visualized in your own mind when you made it up of what it looked like, they fucked it all up.
Yeah, it don't never.
It's nothing. The characters ain't nothing like you thought
Nope.
they should look. The school ain't nothing like you. Nothing is like, you know. So I like to visualize it. So the Old Town Road, man, is just a solitary place where you just going and you peaceful, and that's it.
It's a part of that where he said he cheated on his baby. Don't believe me, just ask.
Yep, that is, he did. He said something else. Oh, he said, "Lean in my bladder."
It is just a catchy fucking song. First of all, fuck Billboard, because what I want to say about that is this: there are a lot of artists, Taylor Swift being one, where she has done a lot of pop ass music that has charted on the Billboard charts. So they can kiss my ass saying his song ain't country enough.
I like this song because it was bred from controversy. And you know what? The reality is, it is a rap song. It's not a country song. But you know what? Who the fuck at the country billboards left the floodgates open for this song to even get on the billboard in the first place, for them to have to remove it? Why wouldn't this rap song be considered a rap song initially and not put on the billboard versus put on there because somebody said, "Oh, that sounds country," and put it on there for y'all to have to take it back? And now all of this extra controversy come out because now Billy Ray Cyrus apparently has spoken out before about how difficult the country music scene and charts have made it difficult for black people in country music to elevate.
They're super protective of that genre of music because I don't know if you remember when I can't remember what album it was. Beyonce went and she
Lemonade.
Lemonade. It was Lemonade.
The song about her daddy.
Yeah.
Because I like that song. That's a good ass song.
They were mad as fuck. If you go back and look at their performance, and whenever they pan into the audience, them white people was mad as they was so upset that she was at the CMAs singing that song, and she had Dixie Chicks with her. Like, they still wasn't with it. They are very protective of that genre of music, even though we started it.
What they say, so people started giving commentary about the reason. One dude said he's just a meme. This is from TikTok. He's not a real artist. He just happened to get popular on an app on the cell phone. That does not equate to you being an artist to be able to be on a top Billboard chart for
What
artists.
the fuck is TikTok?
It's that app. You use Tinder.
Yes.
You know, swiping back and forth every now and then. There's a ad for TikTok
I
where it's
never
like
pay any
somebody
attention
is
to it.
lip singing,
Oh.
and the music, like, you on TikTok, you can literally go find a whole bunch of like quotes from movies and songs and stuff, and you can just lip sync it and record yourself lip syncing it.
Oh, okay.
Or saying that quote, and that's what it is. So he got popular because on TikTok, everybody was using that song that he made to do that. The next criticism is that, the overall criticism is that becoming a country artist is different than any other genre. Like in any other genre, you could be discovered anywhere, and it's an opportunity for you to become a successful singer. But for country music, you traditionally have to go through Nashville. For country music, you traditionally have to be nodded up, thumbs up, approved by all of the producers, the musicians, and everybody in Nashville. That's why if you ever watch any of them singing shows, a lot of those country singers, a lot of them have normally moved to Nashville from wherever they was to try to start getting their footing in country music. And so that's one of the criticisms. But you know what? It's not a fucking country song. And you know what? The only thing that's country is he using a fucking Wrangler jean, Brett Favre wearing ass voice. That's the only thing in that song.
Ain't nobody.
And he's talking about horses and wearing big hats. I would not have listened to that song and thought this is a country song. I would have just thought he rapping real weird. You know what I'm saying?
But country and rap have they've mixed together before. You got the Nelly and it was a Tim McGraw song.
Yeah, but to me, that's the same thing as what happened with Lil Nas X. That was a country singer getting on a rap song. They would never accept a rap singer getting on a country song. They would never accept that. All of these songs are rappers featuring country artists.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think any of them were country artists featuring rappers. Because even if that was the case, them songs ain't never been on no country billboard. Or am I wrong?
I don't even know if any exist.
Yeah, because Tim McGraw and LL Cool J made a song, and it's like two more people that got on the song together. Mm-hmm. But, LL Cool J and Tim McGraw song was basically, hey, look, a white and a black person can be on a song together. Slavery and racism is over. That was the dumbest shit ever. Like,
that's
LL
why
Cool J
I
got a lot of shit
Nelly
for that.
as
Nelly song.
Yeah,
Nelly
the Nelly song is a better example, I feel like, because people accepted that song. We did anyway. What was Over and Over Again?
I don't know how that goes.
And it hurts so bad. I can't. I think it's called Over and Over. Maybe. I don't know.
So I'm not mad that they removed him, but he never should have been on there. And the fact that nobody can acknowledge that this may have a component of race to it. Mm-hmm. It is the reason why I support this song, why I support this artist, and why
shout out to Billy Ray Cyrus
is cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
And look, sorry Miley, you should have waited until the black community needed some white support and came in instead of fucking trying to go get on a video with Juicy J with some damn joints and a joint jersey
on.
Like
God.
You did too much, girl.
That was terrible.
And then you left. You did that shit, and then you were you walked into the trap house and participated in all the activities, and then at some point you were like, oh, this is beneath me. What the fuck am I? Oh my God, how did I get here?
Fucking shit was gonna happen. I said that Miley Cyrus was gonna use the culture for as long as she wanted. That's the thing that people do not understand about why folks get upset. Because she can do that. She can go and have a ratchet phase and then go back and do her little white shit and people are fine with it. We don't get to do that. You black all day, every day. You don't get a chance to say, oh, I'm done with this. It was a phase. Okay, no more. Now I'm going to sing about Malibu. Like, you don't get to do that. I knew she was going to do that shit.
And you did say that.
And she fucking did it.
You did say that. I give you credit for saying that. But
ass.
you also said that you gonna smoke crack if shit go wrong in your life.
Oh my God.
So now I gotta question every goddamn thing you say because
Y'all,
damn
he
crack.
Was so upset about this. Did that make it into the show?
I don't remember.
I don't think it did. So they may not even know. Maybe it did. I can't remember.
It did make it to the show, yeah, because Cole Jackson was talking about or Kristen.
Oh, they were so upset. I'm not gonna go smoke crack. I'm not. I was just
You don't know that. You ain't had a bad enough day to ask somebody for some shit. What if you do have that day and you go ask somebody for some shit? And
Who am I gonna ask for crack?
We already went over that. There's plenty of people you can ask. Just go to a restaurant like you finna dine in, have you a little appetizer, and ask them who the fuck can you get the fun shit from. That's what you do. And so that's covered. We covered that. You know how to get it. But if they happen to not have nothing but crack, I just want to believe you're going to say, no, I don't want crack. No, why you think I would want crack? No.
Oh, God.
Okay. All right. Fuck else was I finna talk about?
I don't know.
This ain't the article I clicked on. You can go ahead.
Mackenzie Bezos is now a billionaire because of a divorce. Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder, his wife is a billionaire behind this divorce. She got a $35 billion settlement. Good. Listen, I wish I could. Oh, that would just. I don't even need. Give me $1 million of that, Mackenzie. Just $1 million. I don't even need $1 billion. $1 million of that. She's a billionaire now off of her divorce. She ain't got to do shit else the whole rest of her goddamn life. Nothing at all. And I mean, how much that must have hurt him. I hope that bitch is worth it. Let me tell you something. If you willing to spend $35 billion to get with a bitch, she better be the greatest bitch ever. Because that's basically what happened. He cheated with this woman that he decided he wanted to be with. She got the money disproves that. Disproves what?
That she the greatest bitch ever.
No, the woman he cheated with, not the wife.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying she better be the greatest. He basically just paid $35 billion to be with this bitch. She better be great. That's a lot of money to pay.
She not, man. 80-20. He went over there at 20.
And paid $35 billion for it, though. That's crazy. She better. No, I know the wife. Obviously, he left the wife, but he spent $35 billion basically in order to be with whoever. I forgot the lady's name, but she. I hope it's worth it. I hope it is worth it. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. He probably went over there having sex with a woman and transitioned to that macaroni and cheese.
What?
Under the running meme is that the sound that macaroni and cheese makes when you stir it is the sound that a woman should be making. It's like the best template of the sex you get from a woman.
Mac and cheese down. Yep. Okay.
The next time you stir mac and cheese,
I don't eat mac and cheese.
Listen.
No. First of all, I don't eat mac and cheese because I'm lactose intolerant, and you gonna ruin this just like you run. I'm not. Even if I ate it'd be ruined now.
Because the next time you stir macaroni and cheese, you gonna say I never heard that sound, and that's gonna tell more about you than it is about the macaroni and cheese.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I hate you so fucking much.
So lose. If you hear it and it reminds you of something, you'll never forget it. If you hear it and it don't remind you of something, I'm sorry. Harsh truths.
Oh my God.
He went to macaroni and cheese from pool chalk. As soon as he stick it in, just powder. Like we've got to get some more KY. This is not working for me.
Oh Jesus! Oh, I hate you so. What fucking story do you have? I hate you.
I have to talk about. We gotta talk about August Alsina, man. You know what's going on with him?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently he released a song that references a secret romance between him and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on that? Like, what do you
believe
that it was an affair? Would you call it an affair? What do we know about the Smiths' relationship? Is it open? Like, what do we know?
So on the Red Table Talk, they both said that they do not and never have had an open marriage. Therefore, it is an affair. And what I think about it is that niggas be out here snitching. Why would you make a song about this August?
Now you know her family helped him through his addiction.
Yes, he was on the Red Table Talk talking about it. So I don't even know. So is that predatory on her behalf? Did she take advantage of him?
True.
People were saying that after that Red Table Talk and how close they seemed, even before this happened, before he made this song, people were saying that they had something going on. And like he made this long post on her birthday about how much he loved. Like it was shit before this song that happened that made people feel like it's true.
So I have to draw a comparison.
Okay.
Because everything August Alsina has done, Tupac had done. Like he done wrote mad poetry about Jada Pinkett. And the best that she's ever defined him as is like a brother to me. So it's like a part of me think that Jada Pinkett got the juice. And any time of the, like she got that aura.
She like
Shogun. And that aura when a dude get into it and be in it for too long, he get fucking indoctrinated, man. It's like at a certain point, it's like that snake from fucking the Jungle Book. As soon as you looking at that motherfucker's eyes too much, you gonna be like, what do you need, master? And I think Jada Pinkett got that shit, and I think August's perception of what their relationship was is that. Now, I'm not saying that she wouldn't have an affair, but I really think that a man, as it happened before with Tupac, can misperceive that relationship and create more value to it than it actually has.
I mean, that's possible.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah. Because otherwise, not good.
Jada Pinkett could have fucking chose somebody else better than a recovering crackhead for goddamn...
Well...
or whatever drug head he was. I don't know what he was.
He might have a big meat.
Well,
he's young.
The fact that she learned what the meat looked like, I guess maybe he came to their house with some jogging pants on one day or something.
That's all it takes.
Well, that tells us more about Will Smith than we want to know, if that's the case.
Oh my god.
I mean, well, what? This man, like, it's trash that he exposed it if that's what it is.
It is trash.
Like, what do you expect to happen? Like, is this just weighing on your spirit and you just need to say it because, it's so heavy and I can't carry it anymore? Or is it like, we can be together? Like, he looking in the mirror.
Did you see the little video of like a conversation while the song is playing? It seemed like, if it is true, it seemed like maybe she like was done with him and he's like bitter about it, and that's what it is that she, because like it's you know how they had videos of like text conversations like in real time, like somebody sending, you can see him type. It's that, and it's like him being angry at her and her being like, the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what happened was like it happened in the movies where she was sitting there, he was sitting there, and he put her hand on her leg and she was like, oh no, that's not what this is. And he was like, what do you mean? You've been giving off these positive vibes and the way you smile at me in your eyes, and I'm in love with you, girl. And she's like, oh, August, I'm sorry. That's not what this is. And if you've made it to a point where you think that this is more than just a friendship and me trying to help you overcome some of your struggles, then we should probably stop communicating so much. And he was like, okay, bitch, going to the studio now. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Okay.
Jada Pinkett Smith has not cheated on Will. Not with that nigga. Maybe she cheated with Bruce Willis or John Travolta or
Mark Anthony was also a rumor when they was on that show when she was the doctor. They were like lovers on the show, and they like cool outside of that. So like Will and him hang out and shit. Birdman.
You know, if you were actually in an open marriage in our society, but society called you out for it, would it be in your best interest to just go ahead and say I'm in an open marriage, or say we are not in an open marriage?
Probably. Well, I don't know, because I feel like even though they both denied it on the show when Will was on there, I feel like people still think they have open. Like, I don't think he did anything.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be lying if before that table talk they were in the bed doing pillow talk and said, hey, let's right now at this moment declare that we are in not in an open relationship to each other, so that when we say that on the show, we won't be telling a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it would be in your best interest to say what they said anyway, even if it were true. I bet they had a call with it. You seen these damn news? Which one of us they called? It better not be your ass. They don't seen you with somebody. She was like, no, I ain't really. No, I just been fucking random strangers across town with no, with my hat on and my hood. Like, they don't know it's me coming into these places. Well, it wasn't me. I ain't fuck nobody. Not lately. Like, I just wonder how. I guess it's best for our careers to just say that's rumors, that's false. I'm gonna get one last fuck in, and then let's just cut it until this shit blow over. All right.
Birdman. I knew you was gonna do it. He says that he wants to get his tattoos on his face off.
Birdman just do not look like a pleasant person. I mean, before the tattoos and shit, I mean, he just looked like to me, he looked like the old uncle don't nobody fuck with.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I don't know. It's just his face look, it's like, listen, don't go over there messing around with Jonas. He got damn, they dropped him when he was a baby too many times, and it didn't fuck with his brain in terms of intelligence, but he don't trust nobody now. He don't trust anybody because the motherfuckers that was supposed to be holding him dropped his ass. Now he got severe trust issues, and if you sit too close to him, he gonna think you trying to rob him. He'll stab your ass. Okay? So first off, sit far away from him. 2, if you look him in the eyes, if you look him dead in the eyes, he think you trying to set him up and somebody behind him is going to attack him. So he going to stab whoever behind him. It don't matter what. We don't let him come to the family reunions. It's too many people in close proximity. We don't let him come. Okay? If anything happen, if you make a mistake around him, if you knock over your cup, he going to think you trying to distract him, and he going to pull his pistol out on you. That's what Birdman looked like to me. Because I saw Birdman under there. Apparently Juvenile and Birdman them got some albums coming out and shit. Juvenile is back working with Birdman.
Who asked for that?
Somebody is asking for that. Everybody who was there in the 99, 2000 for Juvenile's first fucking album, that album was amazing.
It
400
was,
degrees.
But
and what people attribute that to is the collaboration between Baby, Slim, and Juvenile. Juvenile on his own, I don't know what the fuck he's done, but this might be a thing. But if it is a thing, it would just validate the fact that Baby, Juvenile, and Slim collaborating is something. But somebody was trying to interview him, and he was just looking like, if it was legal, I'd murder you. And not answering his questions. Like, I was
is
like,
we finished or is we done? Anybody that say that shit.
But Slim was cool. And nobody know really, like, if you know Cash Money, you know, if you've listened to Cash Money, you know who Slim is, because they always mention Slim. Mm-hmm. But like, nobody really know what Slim look like if you don't really
I don't know what
look
it
up.
Like.
Yeah, it's just the dude that always with Baby. But he was cool. He was chatting. Juvenile was cool. He said it's my birthday, and the dude said happy birthday. He was like, he had a good conversation with him. But the interviewer asked Juvenile the dumbest question I've never heard. He said, do you still remember the lyrics to Ha? Because he asked him what was his best song. He said, Ha, no doubt. He said, do you still remember lyrics? He was like, hell yeah, I'm still touring. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm sorry to go off on that tangent. Go ahead. Birdman is a crazy uncle. Go.
He wants to get his face tattoos removed because he said that he's older and he thinks it ain't good for business. But
did he get them shits when he was older?
Yes.
What the fuck happened between then and now?
Tony Braxton,
they broke up now.
I think they're back together.
Together.
I don't know.
Oh Lord, it's a slippery slope.
Let me tell you something. You ain't never got it.
That man.
You've never got a tattoo. I hate you.
What?
He pegging him. You never got a tattoo. They hurt. Okay, and it's not the hurt you would think that it is, because it's a needle, and people think needle and they think it feels like when you go get a shot. It doesn't. It's like more like carpet burn, because the needle moves so fast that it's actually more of a burning sensation than it is like a needle. Getting that shit removed hurts worse. It is a very, and I've never had a tattoo on my face. I can imagine that shit would be very painful. So like getting that shit removed, and his face is covered. Okay, his face is covered in tattoos. Like I don't even know if it's possible for him to get all of that shit removed. He got stars and shit. I don't even know if it's even possible. But it is a very painful process. So I've heard. The ones I got gonna be on me because I'm not getting them shits removed. But I've heard it's very, very painful to get. They're basically removing the ink out of your skin. So I don't know. And he has a lot to remove because his face is covered in tattoos. He might as well leave that shit. Like, who really gonna like be like more willing to work with Baby than they were before because he ain't got the tattoos on his face? Like, really?
I don't want to work with Baby because he ain't paying motherfuckers. All that shit going on with Lil Wayne. Like, how is he not connecting that to the reason people don't want to work with his ass?
It got to be the tattoos. It's got to be the tattoos. He said that they come with a stereotype, and at this point, face tattoos maybe, but tattoos in general. I've heard tattoo artists say like they hate how commercialized, like tattoos used to be like, you know, only badasses and like it was a middle finger to the establishment. Now everybody got tattoos. Little white girls walking around with all kind of tattoos on them now, so it doesn't carry the same weight that it used to. Face tattoos maybe. Face tattoos I think are still, I look at you sideways if you didn't tatted your face, because I'm like, what you do for a living? What could you possibly do for a living? You must be a tattoo artist, or you gotta work like fast food or something.
What is Baby trying to do that tattoo is inhibiting him from? Is
I
he
don't
trying
know.
to get a fucking job at Walmart?
I don't know.
Goddamn, he wealthy as hell. If people ain't fucking with you, Baby, it ain't got nothing to do with them tattoos.
It's got to be the tattoos. It can't be him.
It ain't the tattoos. It's because you've notably done bad business with people that could have enhanced your wealth. Mm-hmm. Continuing to pay Lil Wayne and continuing to pay Lil Wayne right would have bought him more money. But you know, the ego and pride and that, you know, gangster real nigga shit get caught in it, and you know, it becomes a situation where he's now notably regarded as a bad businessman. There's people suing him left and right for business practices. But nope, it's the tattoos. It's the tattoos that did it.
According to him?
Dummy.
Yeah. I mean, nobody ever.
Can't nobody tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing. Can't nobody tell him nothing. You can't tell him nothing. I'm gonna take my horse down Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I like that song, man. That shit.
It's get stuck in your head.
Jamming.
Only other thing I have, I don't know if you saw, was it the NAACP awards? Beyonce and Jay-Z won an award, and Ghost from Power was congratulating them. And so I'm gonna ask you this because you're a dude. So did you see the video?
What video?
Jay-Z and Beyonce at the NAACP awards, and Ghost from Power. I forgot his real name.
Oh yeah.
Is that disrespectful?
Yes. It ain't disrespectful to avoid Jay-Z and go towards Beyonce. It's disrespectful for that second kiss he did.
And it was like on her mouth, like very close to her mouth, if not on the side of her mouth. And she looked uncomfortable. Like she looked like, why did he do that?
And it didn't look like she thought that Jay-Z would be mad. It didn't look like
she was just disgusted.
You disgusted bitch. I don't know what you've been doing with your damn mouth. How dare you come over here? A dog's mouth is cleaner than yours. I have a greater chance of not getting any sicknesses by licking a dog's face than you kissing my face.
Yeah, she looked disgusted. It didn't look like it had anything to do with her being like, oh no, Jay-Z's gonna get mad. It just looked like, why the fuck would you kiss? Like, she just looked grossed out by the fact that he did it. Like, that's just, I don't know, like, so outside of Hollywood, because I didn't been out with people, I've been out with couples where like people come up and they like hug somebody's wife. I ain't never seen nobody kiss somebody's wife like in greeting. So I don't know if that's like some Hollywood shit, like, You know how in France they kiss both cheeks and shit. I don't know if it's some of that type shit, because I've never seen that in real life. Like, I've seen men go up and hug their friend's girl, like, you know, and greet her like, hey, what's up, good to see you. I ain't never seen them kiss her though. Like, that's a little much. And he did it twice. The first kiss was all right. The first kiss, she looked cool with it. She looked like all right, but then he went back in that second time. And she looked so grossed out.
Yep.
And of course the Beehive don't be playing that shit, so like they got under his comments saying all kind of crazy shit. It became a meme for a little while, and people were basically like, how fucking dare you. Rude. You don't do that. You just don't do that. It's just not okay.
Shot his shot.
And how you shoot your shot at a married woman? The fuck?
Niggas do it every day.
That's
What are you
stupid.
talking about?
But like, this is not like, oh, she got a ring on. Like, her husband right there, and her husband is Jay-Z. Jay-Z done shot somebody before.
What that mean? I don't think Jay-Z done shot no damn body.
He did. He had a case for it, or stabbed him. One of the two,
Jay-Z shooting.
or stabbing. I can't remember. He done had a case behind it.
Let's see. Jif. No. And it's pronounced Jif, not GIF. Motherfuckers.
I hate when people say GIF.
This is a strong split in the world for that.
And the same thing about memes. It's not Mimi.
Oh, he shot his brother when he was 12. What the fuck? Did I know that?
I'm
He
surprised
shot
you
his
did
older
it.
brother in the shoulder for stealing his jewelry. I've never been a fan of.
I'm a fan. Maybe that's
Jay-Z.
why I know. Yeah, yes. So that was his brother. He
Even
don't
though-
even know this nigga.
What was the name of the album where Kanye West did most of the beats?
Watch
Oh.
the Throne? No, not there. I don't know.
The one before we knew Kanye West. Ain't no love in the
In the
oh,
heart
the
of the
blueprint.
city.
The blueprint. That album and the Black album. I like those albums.
The Black album, then I back out of but yes. So if he would shoot his brother, it's kind of like Remy Ma. Remy Ma stabbed the bitch over like $50. Okay, these are not people that you really want to be fucking with. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't care. So like, yeah,
Oh, that's 12-year-old Jay-Z.
they don't care.
Adult Jay-Z wasn't on none of that shit.
I mean,
Adult Jay-Z was about getting money and,
well, adult Jay-Z got the money to where he won't have to do shit. That don't mean shit won't get done to you. Like, of course he not gonna dirty his
then why he
hands.
ain't do shit?
That was that yet.
That's because that ain't Jay-Z. He don't do that shit.
50 Cent was like, 50 Cent, we're talking about you know he got to be petty. And how about Jay-Z killing whatever ghost on Power? That's his character's name. I can't remember his real name. Omari Hardwick. That's Hardwick, something like that.
Hardwick.
People think he fine, but one, he too light for me. Two, he's short. I don't do short people.
Yeah, you don't need to take a chance on pink meat.
He's not he ain't light enough for it. It'd be weird if it was pink.
You don't know that.
I mean, I don't
Maybe
know that.
Maybe he was born really, really light and just been out in the sun his whole life.
He has a whole manly looking wife anyway, so.
Well, damn. Where did shade come from?
Look at her. Look, just do
I don't give a fuck about what
Amari.
his wife
No,
look like.
you need to look because you think I'm being shady. I'm not. Amari Hardwick, however you say his name, wife. She looks manly. Her face is strong. She's got a strong face. I'm not being shady. She does look like a man.
It's strong. She look like Adam Levine, goddamn.
So I'm not being shady. She actually looks like a man. And people talk shit about her. First of all, you know people have an issue with interracial relationships since she's white anyway. So they already upset. Then she look manly. Bitches stay coming for him and her. I don't really give a fuck. She just looks like a man. Doesn't matter
Not
to me.
in all the pictures. Some of them she look like a woman.
You should look like a woman in all your pictures.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah. You should.
Not if you already got masculine features. I mean, damn.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that was going around this week as well. People was talking shit about him for double kissing her. Two, the second kiss was real close, if not on the side of her mouth. And she just looked grossed out. She went with it.
got tickets for Avengers Endgame.
Yes, excited.
Bro, they had virtual lines on all these websites, and it took so long to get tickets. But
And it's the 10 o'clock show. This movie's 3 hours long. I'm gonna be dead on my
fuck
feet.
about your schedule.
What the fuck?
This is Avengers Endgame.
I mean, that sounds great today.
You
That
told us
Friday morning.
not to goddamn get you no tickets.
I'm going, but I'm gonna be upset Friday morning. I know I am, because I gotta go and teach a fucking class for the convicts. Sleepy. I need to be on my toes when I'm around them.
On Saturday?
That movie's on a Thursday,
It's
isn't
not
it?
on a Thursday.
Oh, thank God.
It's on a Friday.
What did I? Because we usually go on Thursday. Maybe that's what it is. Yes. Okay. I don't give a shit then. That's fine. I can sleep in. That's different.
I want to enrich my theory a little bit about the movie.
Okay.
My original theory was that they were going to sometime use the quantum realm to alter and find one of them time vortexes to alter time.
Mm-hmm. And go back before
he
snapped. Before the snap.
So I'm adding to this theory that instead of characters dying, I think they're going to get rid of some characters. But I think the way that they're going to do it is they going to make somebody pay for going back and altering time. Now, I don't know if that would mean that something would change that would change Tony Stark from continuing to be Iron Man, or something that would change that would, but they're going to find a way to get these characters out of their next Iron Man or Captain America role.
Yeah, because Robert Downey Jr. don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, and maybe it's set up to where he'll come back in 10 years after they do the story or something like that. But I think they're going to, like the heroes the way that we know them, I feel like that's going to be how they get them out. I don't feel like they're going to just straight up kill motherfuckers.
No, I don't think, no, they couldn't.
And if they do kill somebody, it'll be somebody will die maybe.
But it ain't going to be Iron Man or Captain. I mean, I would love if it was Captain America, but it ain't going to be.
But if they alter time, I feel like it's just nothing that writes time, no writer that writes anything time related allows a person to get out of altering time unscathed.
Yeah, there's always something that changes
every time.
Yep.
So if they're going to use time to fix what happened, what Thanos did, then somebody gonna pay. The only thing that makes you pay no price for time altering is the time stone, and they don't have that.
Yeah.
So I'm adding that to my prediction of how this is going to play out. I think it's going to alter some of the characters who would continue to be in that universe. It's going to take them out somehow. And then we're going to have to find they're going to have to find a new Iron Man. Or maybe just they're going to replace Tony Stark with another Iron Man that is supposed to have existed from whenever they changed that time. I just feel like something like that.
I hope they don't do that, because Robert Downey Jr. has been the perfect, like, I cannot imagine anybody else in that role. He did the shit out of that role.
What I like is for them to put Ironheart in that position. Mm-hmm. Like the current Iron Man is a little black girl that's smarter than Tony Stark apparently. Mm-hmm. So I think that that
would be better, because I just can't see nobody else doing that role. Like, I just can't. I wasn't really connected to any of the people that played Spider-Man, so them swapping up Spider-Man wasn't no big deal to me. But like, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man to me. Like, I cannot see somebody else in that role. Like, I just can't.
Okay, apparently, so in the comics, 2 people have been Iron Man besides Tony Stark. James Rhodes was Iron Man while Tony dealt with his alcoholism, and Rhodey was Iron Man during the first Secret Wars. So, I mean, it's a bunch of ways to transition Robert Downey Jr. out of that role and somebody in. They could use existing characters. I don't know. I really don't see them using somebody we don't know for it. So, I don't know. But
I wonder how far back. Are they going to go just right before the snap? Are they going to go back before he gets some of the stones? Because then is Nebula, because the only way for Nebula, is that the green?
Yeah,
no, it's Nebula?
Blue.
No, what's
Gamora green?
Gamora. The only way for Gamora to come back is to go back before he got the Soul Stone, because he killed her. So,
well,
I wonder how far back.
The idea is that she's not really dead. She's just in the Soul Stone.
So if they didn't go back to before that, they could just pull her out of the stone.
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the reality is nobody knows that there is a world inside of the Soul Stone.
Oh, okay.
But the Soul Stone has a world inside of it. That's where Adam Warlock was living. They canceled Adam Warlock shit out, so we're not gonna see Adam Warlock. But Adam Warlock was living in the Soul Stone, so nobody knows that somebody lives inside of. Like,
okay, so they wouldn't take. So in
they
order for
wouldn't
her,
even know. Yeah, they
so for
wouldn't
her
know
to
how
come
to get her back. They don't know where she is or what she died. They would literally have to go back in time before she died.
Yeah,
they would really. They couldn't go back before the snap. They have to go back before Thanos acquired all the stones.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't even be smart because it's evident that he was gonna get all the stones. So
that's what I'm saying. I wonder how far back they're gonna go.
See, I guess if they could use, like, I don't know, maybe when they go back in time, it's gonna be flashes of things that's happened. Like, what if Iron Man got a chance to go back and save his dad? You know what I'm saying? From dying. Then Iron Man would never have become, Tony Stark would have never become Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or what if Captain America can go back and save Peggy Carter? You know, or do something to have her live longer, or like, what would that impact? Like, it's certain things that they could make us think, like they could flash up different scenes of everything that's going on in the Marvel universe as they going through this time vortex, because it's unpredictable. And it can make us think that, you know, Tony Stark could do something with time, or Captain America could do something with time, and somebody else would be Captain America, or somebody else would be, you know. But I think this is a stretch. I think, like, my little theory is a stretch, but they are not going to be able to go back in time and not pay for it. And I'm trying to think of how would they pay for it. And the only way that time movies ever make you pay for something is the shit that changed. Shit changes. It's usually an equal bad to what you feel. Like, they finna fix something really big, so it would have to be some really big difference over here to supplement the big change that they made. They literally about to bring back half of everybody that exists. You know what I'm saying? What is that gonna say for the time that they were gone that's passed? Like, it's gonna cost them something. It's all I'm saying.
It always does.
So I was just wondering, if they fuck with time, a writer ain't gonna let them just do that with no consequences. So what would the consequences be? And I'm interested in that. But I'm so ready for this fucking movie. Shogun said that Shazam was good.
Yeah, I saw that in the group.
So I want to see Shazam now. I mean, I wanted to see Shazam before, but I really want to see it now. But anyway. Do you have anything else on your mind, man?
I do not.
All right. Well, until we come to the next conversation,
we out.
Holla! I'm gonna take my hoe through the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my hoes down the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Can't nobody tell me nothing. They can't tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. They can't tell me nothing.